What a play from Jake All. And Madison Troy! Yeah, tie game! 60. That's a shot! Cyclones, what a play! Oh, a moonshot. Oh, he robbed it! What a catch! What a catch! Coming home. And he gets it! What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston! And that ball is out of here! Walk-off home run, Jake Oliver! He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! He's down! He got him! Oh my God! He crossed the leg before he was there. In play, that's a fair ball. What a play from Jake All. And Madison Troy! Yeah, tie game! 60. In play down the third baseline here. In play, that's a fair ball to Jake All. What a play from Jake All! And Madison Troy! Yeah, tie game! 60. That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. George Rice heads out. Trey Cluxton right. Went over to first and still gets Alex Hart. Cross, get out, ball later. does it! Oh my Lord, Zach Inouye, a solo!
That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil.
Oh! Philip Grossman-Barkelsman! Walked off the eighth season. Oh!
Get out, ball later!
And that ball is out of here! Walk-off home run, Jake! That ball's in play. Going back, McKay! Back at Thomas Playhouse makes the grab. Oh, he's running through. He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's gonna be out. I like it. That ball is absolutely tattooed. And what a roll! What a roll from Keith McKay!
Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
And it all comes down to this Week 10, final week of the regular season. 3 games left to go today, tomorrow, and Thursday to decide who gets into the playoffs. And no bigger matchup than this one right here. The 12-15 Central Cyclones take on the 12-15 Metropolitan Mojo. Winner of this series guaranteed a spot in the postseason. Loser, there's some stuff that could happen, but most likely loser of the series will not be making the postseason. I'm Jack Playhouse, joined by shortly Shane Hansen. And let's get right into today's starting lineups.
Jackson Carr, I'm him.
Zane Phillips, Mount Lake Terrace High School.
Max Melendez, Blazers. Drew Tenzar, University of Washington.
Brock Playhouse, Self-Learning.
Salou Fati, Washington.
For the Cyclones, they roll with the lineup that's kept them in it with the addition of David Gibbons, no Brock Playhouse, no Drew Tenzar. Let's take a look at the Metropolitan Mojo starting lineup.
Dominic DeMero, University of Hawaii. Go Bows.
Trevor May, Kelso High School.
Austin Whitehouse, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Alex Hatch, Woodway Elementary.
Quinn Thomas, La Petite Academy.
Houston Schmutz, Archbishop Murphy High School.
And the Metropolitan Mojo, good news for them, they have Dominic DeMero and Alex Hatch back today to help this Mojo team try to win this series. Basically, what's at stake here? Winner of this series advances to the postseason. The only situation where potentially one team could get in, even if they lose a series, is the Cyclones here. So if the Cyclones win one game here today, they tie with the Stingers, who have the head-to-head. The Cyclones have the head against the Stingers. And we haven't even brought in the fact the Eastern Enforcers, who are currently at 12-15, they play on Tuesday, tomorrow. So every team still has control of their destiny to get in the postseason, but we'll see today if they can make their playoff dreams come to fruition. So with that, here we go. Alex Hatch will be on the mound for the Metropolitan Mojo. Alex Hatch has had a very solid year, a 3.26 ERA, definitely the MVP of this Mojo team. When he's here, the Mojo have a chance to win it. And Salou Fati of the Cyclones will lead it off. First pitch. Ball 1. Salou steps in, looks at 2 balls. Salou has had a little bit of an up and down offensive year. That was a bit of a difficult 2025 campaign offensively. So wait for the walk-up music. That ball's in play right to Dominic DeMero. So that was great contact right there from Salou, but unfortunately right to Dominic DeMero, who's in the right position there. One quick out. And now Jackson Carr will step in. Jackson Carr and Zane Phillips on deck, part of the two-headed 2025 regular season offensive juggernaut in the Central Cyclones. He looks at ball one. Jackson Carr, 13 home runs. Good enough for first in the AWA, or fourth in AWA. His teammate Zane Phillips on deck, first with 20. Only member in the AWA with 20 home runs this year. Has a chance to add on more today. Jackson Carr will look at ball three. That ball just sails low, so Jackson Carr is aboard via the 5-pitch walk. And now the most dangerous hitter in the AWA will step up to the plate. All things considered, depending on how this series goes, Zane Phillips, front runner for that Silver Slugger award. 513 average, 48 RBIs, 20 home runs. Only the third season ever in AWA history to get to that 20 home run mark. That's a no pitch at 61. That's 62, as you see Hatch picking up the speed here against Zane Phillips. Finally fights that one off, so it'll finally be 0-1 count after 3 pitches. That ball is foul. As Shane Hansen joins me up here.
Hi guys, what's going on?
But there have been 3 home run leaders hitting the 20 home run mark. That's Zane Phillips 20, 2025. Mark Campanero. That ball's outside. In 2022 with 23 home runs, and then obviously 2020 Thomas Bleahouse, 32 home runs. I don't think we'll ever see anything like that. Some Babe Ruth numbers.
Yeah, especially now with how much more advanced the pitching is. It's yeah,
that first season.
And the fence was shorter, wasn't it?
Yeah, fence was in about 5 feet. That tree, all the trees in play, that was the fence line. And obviously, I think the speed limit was 55 back in 2020.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be a walk. So Zane Phillips gets on base, and the Cyclones already got something cooking here early in the first.
Well, and Zane Phillips, I mean, he's at 20 right now. He could bump those numbers up a little bit here today.
Yeah, he could challenge Mark Campanero. I don't know if he can hit 12 home runs today, but anything's possible. But David Gibbons, kind of the MVP for this Cyclones team. They were dead in the water when he joined the team, and somehow they've fought their way back into the playoff opportunity here. So he looks at 3 balls.
Yeah, and I mean, offensively, I think they've just generally been one of the more dominant teams in the league throughout the season, especially in the later half, between obviously Zane Phillips having his insane home run season here, but Jackson Carr is also very high up there.
He's surprised a lot of people this year as David Gibbons walks. And, you know, Alex Hatch hasn't played in about a month, so it'll take a little bit of time to get into the swing of things. I'm not too worried about Hatch right now.
Well, I mean, we've been saying for a while, it seems like the first inning of Game 1 has been where the struggles have happened for various pitchers around the league, and you know, checks out here.
Yeah, batters not necessarily wanting to swing early just to see what the pitcher has. As Alex Hatch gets ahead 1-2. Max Melendez in the box. He's had a pretty solid offensive campaign, 7 home runs, 301 average. That ball is popped up out of play and just out of the reach of Austin Whitehouse. See, Tommy Tickets is here in attendance, still nursing that UCL injury. Tommy John in baseball, Tommy Tickets in wiffle ball. Just out in front of that one. Remains 1-2.
It's hard to believe we got Tommy Johns in wiffle ball before we got GTA 6.
Yeah. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout right there for Alex Hatch. And now Salou will step in after getting unlucky in his first at-bat. Flew out to Dominic DeMiro. There's a first pitch strike, strike 1. we'll let that one drop low, 1-1. Slew rocking the glasses here today, and we've seen that pay off for a few batters, most notably Alex Ballard, who wore the glasses and hit 5 home runs in a series. So.
And Alex Harden, he did well too with the glasses.
That's true.
Maybe it's an Alex thing.
That's a nice pitch right there. Evens it up 2-2. 1 pitch to get out of this inning. Got him swinging on a nasty pitch that would have hit the zone no matter what. And Alex Hatch battles back. Scoreless top of the first. And we head to the bottom half. 0-0 remains the score. So looking at the Central Cyclones defensive lineup, David Gibbons will step in, and after kind of a rocky start to begin his pitching career, he stepped into that ace role for the Central Cyclones. A 5.09 ERA doesn't necessarily give him justice, because I think the first couple series he got like a 12 ERA, and since then he's been pretty lights out.
Yeah, well, and I mean, as we've seen in the past, it's not really uncommon for a guy's first outing on the mound to be a little rocky.
Even for the veterans.
Yeah. But, I mean, the 5-3 record, I think that speaks for itself.
And it's funny because not too many pitchers this year have a positive win-loss record. The parity obviously at an all-time high, just like last year. Every team still in the playoff hunt this late in the year.
Yeah, well, and there's only, what, 7-game difference between the top and bottom teams. And that's, I mean, that'll obviously change after today with this series, but still.
Ball 1 to Dominic DeMiro. Dom having a pretty solid year offensively. 420 average, 8 home runs, 21 RBIs. And he's missed a few series, which has a little bit lower numbers than he's used to having, but when he's here, big bump in the offense for this Mojo team.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of the biggest story for this Mojo team is their first round pick, Quinn Thomas, one of the Thomas brothers. He sustained a season-ending injury.
Right.
But if he's anything like the other Thomas brothers, who knows what this Mojo season would have been. Maybe they wouldn't be battling for the last seed.
Right. Yeah, well, and I mean, we saw, and you know, you have the injury to Houston Schmutz as well, which limited him a bit. Obviously, losing Tommy Tickets as your 2.
Yeah.
That doesn't help either.
Very injury prone.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of different kind of what ifs, I think, with this team.
And especially when all the teams are this close.
Right.
You're just a series away. That's a nice pitch right there on the inside corner. It's 3-1. So this Mojo team definitely taking their pitches here early on. And that's high. So a 5-pitch walk, back-to-back walks for the Cyclones.
I think Schmutz has the same glasses I do.
Nice.
Totally random. I was just looking at it. I was like, huh.
Some Maui gins.
Oh, yeah.
Now Alex Hatch, who has had a very productive year offensively, 10 home runs as he looks at ball 1. Started off the year with 5, so nothing like that first series, obviously. I mean, we thought he was going to have 40 home runs by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be 50 as he looks at his strike right there.
Well, it's like, was it last year when Alex Ballard had, what, 5 or 6 home runs in the opening series?
Yeah.
We were all like, oh my gosh, and then it kind of leveled out after that. But
that ball's in play to David Gibbons. He'll throw over to first for the out, but it's a productive out nonetheless. Both runners will advance. There's 1 out in the inning. Nice job by Gibbons to stick with it there to get the first out of the inning, and now Austin Whitehouse will step in. Austin, known for his defensive ability. We've been seeing quite a lot of him on the mound as of late, but 3 home runs, 276 average. Looks at a first pitch strike.
Yeah, he stepped into that number 2 spot pretty nicely, and Tommy Tickett's place.
And we'll see, swing to that pitch right there, who the game 2 or 3 starter will be for this Mojo team is, as he swings through that one for strike 3. So big strikeout right there. Come down to Dominic DeMiro right here, trying to get the first runs of the day. I think it's either Austin White or Dominic DeMiro who will pitch the other game. Dominic DeMiro pitched a nice scoreless series last time he was out there last week. Looks at ball 1.
And DeMiro does pitch well when he pitches. It's just that he doesn't do it very often.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, he hasn't really had to, given the other good options they have.
Well, he's just like everyone else on his team, very injured, doesn't like to throw, rough shoulders, so.
Right.
And he'll walk Dominic DeMiro on 4 pitches, so honestly not the worst strategy there from David Gibbons. Maybe he was talking to Zane Phillips early on how we should approach this lineup. Come down to Houston Schmutz, who's kind of been an RBI machine this year despite the injuries. Got 26 RBIs on the year, good enough for 8th, tied for 8th in the league after week 9. Big spot right here. Looks at ball 1. Swinging over the top of that one, 1-1 count. Nowhere to put Houston Schmutz. That'll drop low. Puts his shades back on for ball 3. And there's nowhere to put him on the base path here to 3-1 count, so. And that's unfortunately what he will do right there. The Mojo will take the first lead of the day, 1-0. So a little bit of issues, honestly, for both pitchers here early on about loading the bases up. Not going to help the whip, but still time to get out of this inning relatively unscathed.
Yeah, and I guess, I mean, the difference here so far is just that, well, they both had bases loaded situations, a couple outs, but Mojo were able to get out of it. Cyclones, it looks like they're not having the same luck just yet.
And there's a first pitch strike to start off Alex Hatch, grounded out in his first at bat. Lets that one drop low, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. Does not go, 3-1. The good thing about this series is doesn't matter who wins game 1, but once one team wins game 1, the pressure is really on in game 2.
Right.
And that's high, so another run will come in, and this is a stingy Mojo offense here in the first inning. They are taking pitches, not swinging at any of those poor pitches, which helps win games, obviously.
Yeah. You know, I think we're used to seeing the Mojo be very, you know, very aggressive hitters. You know, lots of home runs between all these guys, but they can show the ability to be patient and kind of, you know, take what they're given.
Yeah, being patient wins championships, that's for sure. Getting on base.
Just ask you.
Well, and frozen right there, strike 3, so David Gibbons and the Cyclones get out of it as 2 runs come across, and we'll head to the top half of the second.
Hey, we left too many guys on, so don't worry about it.
So, were you last out? If you guess
So here we go. Jackson Carr will lead it off, and he walked in his first plate appearance. And that is a ball 1 to start him off. Jackson Carr, I'd say, front runner most likely for most improved. He's always been a pretty solid hitter, but he's really exploded onto the scene here in 2025. That ball's fouled. Oh, we definitely caught it.
Wow. That was right in the breadbasket.
In front of that one, Jackson Carr caught a little off balance there. It'll be 2-2. That's inside, so full count to Jackson Carr. Nasty pitch right there, 48. Jackson Carr left speechless, heading back to the dugout.
Yeah, well, you know, that lefty-lefty matchup is difficult, to say the least. You know, visibility is tough, and I mean, it'll lead to.
You don't see it very often either.
No, I mean, there's only what 4 or 5 lefty pitchers in this league, so.
Zane Phillips will step in, looks at ball one, and you know, key for the Cyclones team obviously will be the offense here. If they can continue that power they've seen the entire year. Zane Phillips looks at ball 3, and so far it might be a little bit of a strategy here to keep Zane away from hitting the ball, and that's what they'll do right there, 4-pitch walk.
Yeah, I mean, definitely much rather have him on first than hitting it over the fence and, you know, cutting that lead in half. But now you have David Gibbons, who's no slouch either.
Yeah, David Gibbons walking his first plate appearance. Hitting .293 with 4 home runs. Pretty good for a rookie. Playing about 4 or 5 series so far this year. There's that nice drop ball from Alex Hatch, 2-1. Ball's destroyed, foul. It's 2-2. That ball looked like it most likely would have hit David Gibbons, but made some solid contact. That ball's in play over to Austin Wiles. Knock it down, throw over to first, not in time. And Zane Phillips will advance all the way over to third. Would have been a difficult play nonetheless. I mean, he picked it up perfectly, but unless you're throwing that 95 miles per hour, there's no chance there.
Yeah, and I mean, it was, you know, definitely on target, but considering how close Gibbons already was, it might have made more sense just to hold on to it and keep Zane at second.
Ball's in play with Austin Whitehouse, knocks it down. We'll take a look at the replay. Calling the field is safe. Didn't see him toss it over there.
Yeah.
And it'll be safe at second base. So the Cyclones will add on another run right there. Cut this lead in half. And now Salou will hop in, looks at ball 1. Unfortunately, the bobble from Austin Whitehouse, normally sure-handed there, cost this team a out. 2-0 count to Salou Fati, who's flown out and struck out.
Yeah, and you don't see a lot of fielding errors out of Whitehouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where he's probably thinking, I have an opportunity to turn 2 here. And once that gets into your head, you forget about picking up the ball, which is the first step.
Right. Got to do one thing at a time.
Does not go. 3-1. Swings there for full count now. Nails him there. And the bases are now juiced for Jackson Carr. Struck out in his second plate appearance. for one with a walk and a strikeout here, and trying to get back at Alex Hatch right here.
With only one out, I mean, if you're Jackson Carr, this is a good position to be in.
That ball's got a chance. It's going back, but Dominic DeMuro will make the catch. David Gibbons will tag. And everyone is safe. So a nice job to get a sac fly there from Jackson Carr. Another run will come in, and we have ourselves a tie game.
Yeah, it's got the move there for everyone to tag, but obviously paid off. And yeah, now you're tie game going into the middle of the game here.
And you know, the way that ball was hit, it looked like for a second it had a chance. So, you know, one run comes in, but it could have been much worse.
Oh, yeah.
Zane Phillips stepping in, swings over the top of that one. 2-1 count. He's been walked twice here in game one. Low again, so see if Zane Phillips gets the trifecta of walks here early. And he does. 5-pitch walk, bases loaded up again. I'm starting to notice a trend here from Hatch. I think him and everyone who's seen a game this year knows that walking Zane Phillips is probably one of the best outcomes.
Yeah, getting the Barry Bonds treatment. But to Zane's credit, he's taking advantage of it. He's not giving him anything. You know, he's not taking any unnecessary hacks and getting on base. So it's not a home run, but you'll take it.
Yeah. David Gibbons looks at ball 2. Now ball 3. He had a slow hit single in his last at bat. And that's inside, so a 4-pitch walk. The Cyclones will now take the lead from the Mojo here in the top half of the second with 2 outs. Alex Hatch certainly had some difficulty keeping them off base here early, especially via the walk. Max Melendez will step in and look at ball 1. 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a single here in game 1. That ball's hit hard, just foul.
Oh my God.
Take a look.
I can barely see you running out.
Ooh.
That was crazy. I was like,
Yeah.
all right, here we go.
Very close.
Hit the line. I apologize.
And on
I'm sorry, ball. I'm not sorry, ball.
as close as it can be right there.
That 1-1. 1-1.
Does not go, so 2-1 count here to Max Melendez.
It looked like a riser mixed with a slider or something.
That ball is popped up over to Hatch, and he'll make the play. He gets out of the inning. The Cyclones take the lead, but we're headed to the bottom of the second. Mojo trying to answer back. Dominic DeMuro will lead it off here in the bottom half of the second. Mojo down 1 run. Dom has walked twice so far in this game. A look at a pitch inside, ball 1. Strike right down the middle, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. That ball is just foul. 2-2.
Place the helmet for the first time. It's a count.
We're on the outside of third, though. We're on the around salute. Doesn't matter.
That ball's high, so full count now. Dominic DeMuro. That ball's in play, going back off the wall. And Dominic DeMuro's in there. Cyclones happy that that was just a single. Missed a home run by a matter of feet there.
I thought that was going out for a second. It would have been the lowest home run ever.
Yeah.
But stays in the yard. It'll just be a long single.
That's actually the Mojo's first hit of game 1.
Really? Wow.
Houston Schmutz will step in. He too also has 2 walks today.
There we go.
Slow again, 2-0. Three and 0. It's the top of the zone to Houston Schmutz. Houston looking for that 3rd walk. Alex Hatch waiting on deck. Another nice pitch right there. Makes the count full. Painting the PVC pipe. As well to foul that off. Look at pitch 7. Fights it off again. Fights it off again. 9th pitch of this at-bat coming up.
And what a battle.
David Gibbons already up to 51 pitches.
Might as well just get them all.
And Houston Schmutz is aboard via the walk for the 3rd time here in game 1. And now Alex Hatch will step in. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out and a walk here. Trying to do some damage here. Now we'll drop low, ball 1. Swinging through that one, 1-1. Another nice pitch right there, 1-2 count. Does not go, 2-2. Alex Hatch, one of the few players to reach double-digit home runs this regular season. So look at a full count. That's outside, so the bases are now juiced with no outs after 3 straight walks, and David Gibbons, sorry, 2 walks and a hit. David Gibbons has had some issues keeping him off the base. He's got 7 walks already in 1 inning plus of work.
You gotta wonder if Jackson Carr is thinking of maybe trying Max Melendez for a little bit here and seeing what you get, but it is still early on relatively in the day, so
yeah, anything can happen. Cyclones really just trying to get 1 win here today to give them a chance at the postseason. That is a 4-pitch walk, and this game is all tied up after a single and 3 straight walks. David Gibbons trying to figure it out there on the mound, and like you're saying, like, yeah, you can throw in Max Melendez, but I mean, looking at his stats, Max Melendez has got a 7.18 ERA on the 2025 season. He's given up 29 home runs, which is by far the most.
That's, yeah, wow.
He's pitched 33 innings, so It's a nice first pitch strike to Dominic DeMiro. About a home run an inning, somewhat. There you go. He's ahead 0-2 against Dominic DeMiro. That ball's popped up out of play. Live to see another pitch. And that's outside, 1-2. That ball's in play over to Zane Phillips. He'll throw and hit the backstop. So that'll be a...
hot tub.
Oh, it hit the hot tub? And then that'll run will score. Take a look here. Can't really see the backstop, but it hit the hot tub. Then that run will count. Score it as an error there.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely got there in time, but
yeah, unfortunately,
gotta be on target, obviously.
Unfortunately, we don't have the benefit of, because we could have stood up.
Or could have just looked here.
It'll be 4-3 now, the score. And that's tough. I think we've seen a few of those this year. Ball 1 to Houston Schmutz. It's a strike on the top of the zone, 1-1. That ball is popped up, caught for the out. So 1 out now. Nice job to get the first out after an unfortunate error there from Zane Phillips. And it's kind of tough on that third base line. You almost have to throw some kind of a screwball
right
to your righty to make sure it hits that backstop.
Yeah, since it's, I mean, from third, it's the backstop isn't exactly behind the plate. It's sort of off to the side almost.
It looks like David Gibbons is starting to throw some strikes here. He hits Hatch there, 1-1. Swinging through that one, 1-2. Does not go, evens the count, 2-2. That ball is hit 80 miles into the air, and it'll be foul. Who knows with the wind and everything. We've seen some kind of wild ball.
There hardly is wind. Although the area is a little smoky here in the Pacific Northwest.
See if that
evening. I don't know if that makes the air
ball
heavier.
Physics.
I don't know how that affects things.
Well, so far we haven't seen a home run, so we'll just assume that. That's high, so full count to Alex Hatch.
You can definitely see it in the air.
Yeah. And that's outside, so the Mojo will tack on another insurance run, trying to take the lead here. Chance to close it out in the top half of the third. 5-3 is the score. That ball's in play over to Max Melendez. He'll throw over to first for the out. A run will score, but a productive out nonetheless. Nice job there. Max Melendez was trying to turn 2. Still had time.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's better just to get the out where you can instead of, you know, maybe getting one at home and then allowing more runners to go and sticking with 1 out. You know,
all things considered, pretty good right there. And that out from Zane Phillips, that error, has come back to bite him a little bit right here.
Yeah, although they had no outs at the time, so I mean, they still probably would have tacked on a run or 2, but still.
3-0 count here to Dominic DeMiro, and after that single, might be pitching a little more carefully here. As that strike comes right down the middle, 3-1. Outside, so the base is loaded up once again for Houston Schmutz. He's walked 3 times and had a fly out. Coach Tom Bleaus over at third base. Yeah, quite a few walks here today. David Gibbons already up to 10 walks in just 2 innings. I mean, the Mojo's plan is take pitches and swing at good pitches. I mean, so far they're following that plan to a T.
Yeah, so far they're doing pretty well.
One misses just high, and you kind of see that later in the postseason and when games count. So it's a strike right down the middle. That batter is much more reluctant to just go all out on a swing.
Yeah.
Well, that nails him in the face. 2-1. Ball's fouled straight back, evens it up, 2-2. That ball's in play. Jackson Carr will run over, throw over to David, get the out. Nice job there from the Cyclones to get out of the inning. We head to the top of the 3rd. Cyclones need 3 runs to keep this game going.
All right, here's how we're going to try that.
I don't need force.
There is hand.
Yeah, I figured it looked a little hammy.
It's tricky hand. Might do it from other people.
I wanted one, I swear.
So here we go. Top of the 3rd, Mojo trying to take game 1 right here. See if the Cyclones have anything to say about it. First game doesn't mean playoff contention by any means, but it's definitely the step in the right direction. That ball's hit and play over to Houston Schmutz. Throw over to the pitcher. Call on the field is out. We'll take a look at the replay. We'll see if that foot was on the base. There's kind of an extra step there. So we'll look at that foot.
I feel a little.
I think he pulls it. Spare base. Pulls the leg.
So the call's been reversed safe per the booth.
Let's go. We're gonna race hard. I don't know how far that is.
And that was a tough play to make.
Yeah, I mean, if Hatch's foot had been on the bag, it would have been an out.
That's what we did. That's what they told us. Yeah.
That's ball 1 to Jackson Carr.
Getting some negative feedback from Tommy Tickets.
He wants a replay. Actually, here in the AWA, we have expedited replays. Jackson Carr swinging over the top of a nice drop ball right there, 2-1. Swinging there, evens it up, 2-2 with Zane Phillips lurking on deck. Got him swinging right at 60 for the first out. Now Zane Phillips will step in. He's walked 3 times here in game 1. We'll see Patch will go after him right here or stick more with the same approach. And so far they're ahead 6-3, so.
Yeah, I would guess he's probably going to play it somewhat safe here, but.
You know, especially when you have bases open as that is low ball 1. It may be one thing if the bases are loaded, but still you kind of have to consider just intentionally walking. The way Zane's been hitting.
Well, if he gets a home run right here, I mean, that cuts the lead down to 6-5, so.
And that's what he was trying to do right there with that swing, 2-1. That ball is popped straight up to Hatch, and that is the 2nd out.
Let's go.
Tommy Tickets loving it. And just like that, the Mojo are 1 out away from taking game 1. David Gibbons, if he has a chance to get on, the tying run would come to the plate in the form of Max Melendez. nasty pitch right there at 53. Sails a bit high, 1-1.
Yeah, you don't want that one before.
David Gibbons 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a single here. And that'll sail just high, 3-1. And that's inside. So just like that, the tying run comes to the plate in the form of Max Melendez. Big spot for the rookie here. One for 3 with a single strikeout and a flyout here in game 1.
Alex, here we go.
Yeah, and just after him, I believe you have Jackson Carr, who's obviously dangerous at the plate, too.
That ball is popped into play to Houston Schmutz. He'll make the catch. A little bit of a bobble, but he gets the job done. And the Mojo take game 1. And now the pressure has turned to the Cyclones as we head into game 2. We will be back shortly. We're going to send it down to Robert, who has Alex Hatch with him. Robert, take it away.
All right, Alex, talk about all the discipline at the plate for both of the teams, honestly.
Yeah, everybody was just seeing the ball well, making pitchers work and throw a bunch of pitches and kind of get us both off our groove. So made it hard to pitch out there today.
A really important game 1 win for you guys, and even more important game 2. What's your mentality as a group?
Just stay disciplined at the plate, and hopefully I'll hit my spots and just be smart in the field.
All right, good luck out there. Back to it, guys.
So here we go, getting ready to start game number 2. And the Mojo have a potential of clinching a postseason berth with a win. That magic number for postseason advancement and wins is 14 wins. And right now, Cyclones sit at 12-16. Mojo sit at 13-15. And things get interesting if the Cyclones only win 1 game today. I don't want to go down that rabbit hole just yet. But bare minimum, Cyclones keep their hopes alive, need to win 1 game. So Dominic DeMuro will lead it off as we look at those records right there. And David Gibbons didn't necessarily pitch too poorly in game 1. It's just the walks which killed him. Only had a few hits against him, one of them which was from this guy right here, Dominic DeMuro, who'll lead off game 2. Missed a home run by about a foot. But we haven't seen too many hits here today, just quite a few walks, no home runs in a series where we thought it'd be all offense. Just coming down to how many strikes the pitchers can throw. Dominic DeMuro looks at the 2-1. That ball's going back, and that is off the wall again. Dominic DeMuro has missed a home run by a combined probably 2 feet.
That one was even closer.
And he hit it to the deepest part of the yard.
I mean, that was...
that's what, 3 inches?
I think that almost hit the yellow. Or might have hit the yellow.
Houston Schmutz will step in, looks at ball 1. And the Cyclones are very happy that that ball did not get out. Last thing you want is an early deficit. This will be David Gibbons' final start of the 2025 regular season, hoping to make it count as that ball's Fouled back out of play. 2-2.
Oh, yeah, Wilby won it.
Swinging over the top of that one for the first out of the game. Nice pitch there. Hey, David Gibbons avoids a home run by a few inches, gets an out. He's got to be feeling a lot better than that game one start. Now Alex Hatch will step in. He'll be pitching again here in game 2. And he's trying to give himself an early lead with a big hack. 0-1. No pitch, 62 on the gun, will remain 0-1. That's outside, so 1-1 count. That's high, 2-1. Defensive adjustment for the Cyclones. Salufati will be taking over first base duties for Jackson Carr. That ball is popped up out of play. Kind of the way that pitch was, or his momentum when he didn't have a chance at getting over there. 61 on the gun, so new life for Alex Hatch right there.
Yeah. Speaking of Jackson Carr, where is he?
He's, I think, in the bench. Or no, he's not.
Oh, no, he's behind that tree. Can't see him from here.
Inside, that'll be full count. Nasty pitch right at 60, so he comes back with a perfect pitch. 2 outs, and David Gibbons is starting to find it here early. Just what the Cyclones need. They're back against the wall.
Yeah, and if this becomes a rubber match, then things get really interesting for game 3.
That ball's in play over the head of Zane Phillips. Austin Whitehouse is in there with a single. So this inning will continue. Now Dominic DeMiro will step right back in. Missed a home run by a matter of feet, so time to think over there for David Gibbons. I mean, how many times is Dominic going to get a solid hit and it's going to hit underneath the wall in a matter of inches?
It's only a matter of time before one creeps over.
Yeah, it's record levels of no home runs so far. That's a perfect pitch, top of the zone, 0-1. High, 1-1. Lets that one drop low, 2-1. Houston Schmutz waits on deck. So that ball's in the gap. Houston Schmutz is going to keep going. He's going home, and they're going to tag Austin Whitehouse before the runner comes across home, and that'll be 3 outs. So I just said he was tagged before he got home.
No way. Wait.
Replay, please.
I was tagged kind of late. He was tagged real late. It's not a force.
Out.
He has to tag him.
Yeah, he's out. So no run scores.
Hell yeah. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Come on. Come on, we're going to go.
So here we go. Salou will step in after an excellent inning from David Gibbons. That tag saved him from another run coming in. I was shocked that Houston was going home. Works out for the Cyclones as Salou steps in, looks at ball 1. Nicks the corner, 1-1. 2-1. Salou coming off a single to end game number 1. Outside again, 3-1. Looked like he was swinging no matter what right there. Full count. Froze him for strike 3. And that's a solid strikeout there for Alex Hatch to begin the game. Jackson Carr will now step in. That ball's in play over to Houston Schmutz. Throws over to Alex Hatch for the out. And that's some solid defense right there from this Mojo team, especially with the messed up arm of Houston Schmutz. Gets his foot in there.
Yeah, and Carr was hustling down there too.
That ball's hit hard over Dominic DeMiro. Knocks it down. He'll try to throw. And Houston Schmutz can't come up with it. Would have been close, but because of the bobble, we know he's safe.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, it's good that the ball didn't go past him, lead to extra bases.
David Gibbons comes in, swings at a first pitch strike. It's right down the middle, 0-2. That ball's in play, and it's going to be foul. Hatch touches it to make sure it stays in that territory. Smart play right there.
Yep.
I think a lot of times some guys will just not touch it in foul territory, and it, you know, I mean, look at the field. It's not even.
It's not?
There's some even spots.
That's
a
good.
Nasty knuckleball through the legs of Austin Whitehouse. And David Gibbons will get in there. Austin Whitehouse having a little bit of a rough day over there at third.
Yeah, and he kind of tries to deke over to
that was
first, but Zane Phillips doesn't buy it.
That was a tough bounce right there. It was a foul ball from Max Melendez. That ball's in play to Austin Whitehouse, and he will make the play over at third. So after a little bit of uncertainty towards the end of the inning, Alex Hatch and the Mojo get out of the inning, and we head to the top of the second. 0-0 remains the score. So here we go. Houston Schmutz will step in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at bat of game 2. Looks at ball 1. That ball's in play over to Zane Phillips. He'll throw over to first for the out. Nice job there from Zane Phillips. And we've seen quite a lot of solid defense here today from both teams. Zane Phillips, obviously known for his offensive prowess, but he's been playing some pretty solid third base. Alex Hatch will step in. Struck out his first at bat. As that ball has a chance, it's going back. And right underneath it is Zane Phillips. So these balls are dying out here today. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's
gotta be
the
smoke.
smoke. Yeah. A little bit cooler out here. Now Austin Whitehouse will step in. Looks at ball 1. He's singled in his last plate appearance.
Well, it's also a little bit, it's cooler and it's a little more humid as well. So, I mean, all things that make the air a little heavier.
That's over to Zane Phillips. He'll throw over to first. And 3 outs recorded by Zane Phillips. 1, 2, 3. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 0-0 remains the score. Salou will step in. 0 for 1 with a strikeout in game number 2. It's a first pitch fall inside, ball 1. I don't want to jinx anything, I'll knock on wood, but so far both pitchers, nice turnaround from game 1.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, that's kind of what we were talking about earlier, like pitchers struggling early on, but then finding their rhythm and locking in as the series goes along. And, I mean, we're seeing that here today. Of course, there was just a walk, but
yeah,
still no score, you know.
Well, we knocked on wood, so it can't be us. So now Jackson Carr will step in, grounded out in his first plate appearance here in game 2. He's had a strike right down the middle at 60. And a nice sac fly in game 1. It's another nasty pitch right there, 0-2. Just missed that home run in game 1. That's inside, 1-2. St. Phillips waits on deck. Does not go.
Why am I looking at you? It's not reviewable, but that was close. It was close, yeah. Yeah. Come on, I don't think he's given us one this whole year. I know. That was close.
Froze him right there. Strike 3 on the 58-mile-per-hour slider. The first out of the inning, and now Zane Phillips steps in. He had a single his last at bat. Ball 1. Ball's popped up out of play. If all goes well for this Mojo team, they'll limit Zane Phillips to that single here today. Thought about it, but lets it fall inside, 2-1. Swinging over the top of that one, evens it up, 2-2. Fights that one off. Wouldn't matter, 61 anyways, but remains 2-2. Nasty pitch right there from Alex Hatch. It's arguably the hardest player to strike out.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about all his home run hits that he's had this year, but he's also, what, top 2 in the league in average, so yeah, it's not like you can avoid the home run ball and, oh, well, you know, but it's like, no, he is still likely going to make contact of some sort.
Yeah, that was only his 14th strikeout compared to 20 home runs. A feeling that's one of the only players in the league with more home runs than strikeouts. Fights that one off, 0-2. In comparison, Jackson Carr has a lot of home runs. 13 home runs, he struck out 28 times, so. As well to fight that one off. Go to the 5th pitch on a 1-2 count.
But 28 is probably a fairly normal number of times to strike out, I would think.
That ball's just foul. David Gibbons making Alex Hatch work for the 3rd out of this inning. Knuckleball. Almost froze him, but he fouls that one off as well. Already 4 foul balls in this at-bat. Looking at the 7th pitch. Got him swinging, strike 3.
Get some runs.
And Alex Hatch has come here to play in game 2, wants that series win to punch that postseason ticket. We'll head to the top of the 3rd, 0-0 remains the score. So Dominic DeMuro will lead it off here in the top of the third inning. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles. Trying to give the Mojo some hope here, trying to close it out in the bottom half of the third. That's outside. 2-0. Outside, 3-0. And that is a 4-pitch walk to Dominic DeMuro, and the go-ahead run gets to first base. Houston Schmutz will step in. Houston Schmutz 0 for 2 with strikeout and a ground out here in game number 2. Looks at ball 1. 5 straight balls to begin the inning for David Gibbons. It's another ball, so starting to run into a little bit of control issues here in the third inning. Starts with 7 straight balls to begin this inning. That'll nail him. So back-to-back walks.
4 pitch walks too.
And that's not a great sign for the Cyclones. I mean, the Cyclones are just trying to get 1 win here today to keep themselves in it. That ball's in play. Over to Max Melendez. He'll throw and get the out at first, a productive out, and kind of a typical too many balls in the hands issue there for David Gibbons. He dropped them all, but that'll be the first out of the inning.
Get the out nonetheless. That's all you can ask for. Again, now you have 2 guys in scoring position, which isn't the best thing if you're Cyclones here, but
yeah, it's much better with 1 out. That ball's going back, and Austin Whitehouse has hit a 3-run home run to give this Mojo team a 3-0 advantage here in the final inning of game 2. That might be one of the most clutch home runs we've seen all year. More importantly,
there was no doubt about that one.
Gives the Mojo a chance to close it out in the bottom of the third to clinch a postseason ticket. Dominic DeMuro steps in, looks at ball 1, and this Cyclones team very quiet. Ball's high, 3-0. It's outside. 4-pitch walk to Dominic DeMuro.
So this is interesting. I just looked it up, and smoke actually makes the air lighter because it's composed of particles that are less dense than the air itself. So they should be flying out the yard today.
Yeah, so everyone's just sucking then? It's a strike right there, 0-2. That ball is in play, but it'll remain in the foul ball zone, so runners will have to get back. Dominic DeMuro is looking to go all the way home on that one.
You know he would too. He's a very aggressive base runner.
You know, there's some aggressive base runners out there. Say no more aggressive than Dom and Jake Oliver, the enforcers.
And Aaron Schofield, can't forget him.
Yeah, true. That ball's in play. Over to Max Melendez. He'll get Dominic DeMuro. So a nice job there to get the lead runner. Not sure if he would have had a play over at first, but makes the smart choice there.
Yeah, I mean, you always want to get the lead guy if anything. So, yeah, I think, at that point, probably would have been a little late at first. Houston Schmutz was already almost there, so.
Alex Hatch steps in, looks at ball 1. Does not go, 2-0. 3-0. Got him swinging over the top of that one. 3-1 count. That'll be a 5-pitch walk issued to Alex Hatch. And Austin Whitehouse comes back to the plate after hitting that 3-run home run. It was his 4th home run of 2025. Probably his biggest hit in his career yet to date.
Yeah, one of his more clutch ones, that's for sure. I mean, came at the perfect time in the 3rd inning here.
Swings there, 1-2. Fouls it off. Barely, I'd say like a hair of the bat hit it.
Yeah.
Got him there, strike 3. So the Mojo get 3 runs in the top of the 3rd. Cyclones need 3 runs to control their destiny here. So Alex Hatch and the Mojo 3 outs away for punching their postseason ticket. So we'll see if the Cyclones have anything to say about that. That ball is popped up for the first out, a huge out, number 1.
Well, not the best starter for the Cyclones.
Yeah, definitely not. It's a nasty pitch right there from Salou, strike 1. Strike 2. Salou 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk here in game number 2. Inside, 1-2. Inside again, evens it up, 2-2. Throws him right there, strike 3, and there's 2 outs here. It'll come down to Jackson Carr.
That was a nasty screwball there, just up and inside. I mean, not a lot you can do there if you're Salou, but
yeah. Probably not a true strike, but strike in AWA.
Right.
Starts him off with a strike. (0-2) and the Mojo are 1 pitch away from punching that ticket. It'll go outside, 1-2. Just misses, evens it up, 2-2. Up high, full count to Jackson Carr.
Here we go.
Fights it off. Zane Phillips hoping to get a chance to bat here in this inning. That ball's in play over to Dominic DeMiro, who fields it, throws over to first for the out. We'll take a look at the replay.
Oh, I think it's a bang-bang. He's out.
It was very close. Call on the field is out.
The interior of the mitt. Come on, tie us around.
It was a bang-bang, but he got it.
Gotta be conclusive. On the field was out, by the way.
He's out, dude.
I'm giving it up to them.
Who's that? You know he's going to be on.
Well, yeah, let's more fat. That'll help you.
It's crazy that was even close.
All right, so the booth will call him safe. They overturned the call over at first, and the Cyclones will see another day. And Zane Phillips will step in. 2 outs here. That's in play. It'll be a foul ball. Hit the bushes. 0-1. Booth overturned the call, so the Mojo still need that final out. It's outside, 1-1. David Gibbons waits on deck. That ball's in play. Austin Whitehouse will knock it down. And now there are 2 on, and just like that, the tying run comes to the plate in the form of David Gibbons. First pitch, but it's 61, so it'll be a no pitch. Got him swinging right there, 0-1. David Gibbons looking like he's trying to tie this up with the swing of the bat.
Yeah, you can't blame him.
Nasty pitch, but 61 again, so Hatch not getting any good luck from the radar. Finally we'll get one in there, 0-2. And once again, the Mojo, 1 pitch from getting out of this game and clinching a postseason berth. That ball's in play. Austin Whitehouse knocks it down, steps on third for the out. And the Mojo have clinched a postseason berth. It'll come down to the Cyclones in Game 3 to give themselves a chance to get into the postseason. A sweep would end their series chances, postseason chances. We'll be back shortly.
You guys have to win. If you win, you guys have the tiebreaker.
We're going to send it on to Robert, who's got Austin Whitehouse with him. Robert, take it away.
All right, Austin, clinched the postseason berth in a really tough season. How does that feel for you guys?
Feels good. Just needed to get in, and anything can happen in the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. What is your strategy for Game 3? Cyclones going on elimination. Are you guys trying to take them out?
Oh, yeah. We're never trying to lose games. We're going to try our best to win it and see what happens.
Good luck out there. Back to it, guys.
You gotta win this game. None of that matters. None of this matters.
Hey, we're hitting for it. So
if we win, we still might not make it.
This is just seeding for you now. You could jump up into like the 4th seed if you win.
Is that good?
You don't want.
Who would we play?
Opponent. I mean, it's all still in the air.
Yeah. Jack, I'm feeling like I might be able to come like a.
Well,
10 ibuprofen. I think I might be able to go.
Jackson lineup.
Max is pitching. David second.
Who did first? Thoughts for pitching?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Come on. Start us off strong.
So here we go. Game 3. The Mojo have already clinched a playoff berth. They sit at 14 and 15. The Cyclones in a must-win game. They're still in it if they win this game, but if they don't, they will be the first team eliminated from postseason contention. Stingers are at home praying the Mojo can sweep them.
Yeah, I mean, it's good fields too. So.
And Shane, like we were saying, a little surprising the Mojo go with Austin Whitehouse here in Game 3. I mean, I know he was Mr. Clutch in Game 2, but in Dominic DeMiro's last start, he had a scoreless 3 innings. Usually fares well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, maybe the Mojo are thinking, well, we can let off the gas a little bit now that we've clinched the playoff spot. But I mean, still, when the race is as close as it is, I mean, I'd imagine you want to try and get that extra bump in seating if you can.
Strike right there, 3-1. That's a 5-pitch walk. So Salou is aboard. And I mean, what a story would it be if the Cyclones can just narrowly get in this playoff race? They were completely out of it earlier in the season.
That's something unexpected always happens.
Ball's fouled back, 1-1. Swinging there, 1-2. Fouls that one off. Austin Whitehouse. The ball's hit and play kind of in no man's land, and Jackson Carr is in there, so the first 2 men advance or reach. And that's a tough spot for a defense. Thought they were going to put Hatch over at third, but I guess both Hatch and Dom are lefties, so either way, it's not ideal. Which is another reason why you might have thought to go with Dominic.
Right.
For that righty throwing ability. So first pitch strike to Zane Phillips.
And Houston's kind of a lefty by default with the injury.
Yeah. Yeah, good thing first base is a position. He's not making those cross field throws. 2-1. That ball drops low. 3-1. Still no outs here in the top of the first. That's low, so Zane Phillips will walk, and the bases are loaded. Already trouble here for the Mojo here in the top of the first of game number 3. I mean, you know, going back to mentality, Mojo already clinched their postseason berth. This is a must-win for the Cyclones.
Yeah, they definitely wanted a little more.
Yeah. Ball's fouled back. 1-2. Swing in there, strike 3 for the first out of the game. Now Max Melendez will step in. He will be pitching here in game 3, and arguably the most important start of his young career. Trying to help himself out.
Yeah, get this.
That ball's popped up, and it hits the tree, so saved right there.
It's really, I mean, when you think about it, it's pretty amazing that the Cyclones have been as competitive as they've been this season. I mean, you lose Evan Cluxton, who's a Cy Young winner, and And then you lose Alex Ballard to the Pilots, who was, just a great, all-around player.
That ball is going back and off his head, and that's a grand slam for Max Melendez. So Max Melendez, if you remember last week, tipped his hand to win over. Houston Schmutz helps him out right there. We have a 4-0 lead here early for the Cyclones.
And just the irony.
He had a chance, hits his hand, and gone. I mean,
I think that was going over anyways.
A little different, but
still.
Hit the tree. Hit the tree. Tom's got my back.
Oh, it already was going out.
No, I mean, if it's over the... It didn't look as bad as it felt. That's what I mean.
So this is like an ego thing?
Yeah, it's an ego thing.
Let the record show.
I mean, the ball hit off my hand over the fence.
I mean, now it's a content thing now.
It's okay.
I don't get a point laughing at it.
Don't worry.
Still is not going to love you.
Max's was worse than yours.
So you're fine.
ball. Or did he swing at that? I wasn't. 2-0.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Nails him there. That was firm. And that's got to, for the Cyclones, that's got to feel good. Feels like the weight has lifted here early. That's a check swing.
Yeah, I mean, what a, what a good start of momentum there. It's a must-win situation like this.
Just
you
like
got to make it all
Salou.
count.
Yeah, Salou will strike out, and I know this game doesn't matter much for the Mojo, but thinking about that pitching there, I mean, this is the toughest, one of the toughest lineups batting.
Oh yeah.
That ball's in play. That's he stops it with his foot. That is very solid play right there. Would have been a single.
Kind of feels like cheating, but it's not.
Now he was letting that carry out. That ball's in play over to Dominic. Can't make the play, and Jackson Carr has had 2 singles here in game number 3. Nice start for the young man. That ball is absolutely destroyed, and that's a 6-run first inning for the Central Cyclones when they needed it most. And more importantly, 21st home run for Zane Phillips. He's within 2 home runs of tying that second all-time single-season record of 23 set by Mark Campanero in 2022. We'll be back for the bottom of the first. Mojo have some work to do. So Dominic DeMiro will lead it off here in game 3. Bottom of the first inning, Max Melendez on the mound. And kind of the issue for Max Melendez this year has been 1, control with the walks, and 2, speed checks. So he's got the good pitches. He's got what it takes. It's just a matter of finding that speed zone. And, that's the best possible start you could hope for the Cyclones, but they're not out of danger.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a 6-0 cushion to start is definitely nice, but
definitely ideal.
No lead is really safe in the AWA, as we know.
Well, and if you just go off the average earned runs for Max Melendez of 7.18, they're going to need a couple more to feel safe. 3-0. Not the start they wanted. A 4-pitch walk to Dominic DeMiro. And Houston Schmutz will step in. Ball 1. 6 straight balls to begin this inning. There's that first strike, 2-1. These innings can quickly get out of hand after a couple walks to begin an inning. And that's just what it'll do right there. 8 balls, 1 strike. First 2 batters advance via the walk.
Maybe this game's just going to be an offensive bloodbath.
Well, Max One is certainly hoping that's not going to be the case. Ball 1. That ball is going back. And that's out of here. 3-run home run for Alex Hatch, his 11th of the year, cut this lead in half. And I had to wait if he was trying to Julio Dicas there. It looked like it went off his hand. Just waiting for him to pull it back.
We have yet another one off the hand.
And just like that, this inning, or this game has gotten much closer.
And still no outs.
Yeah, still no outs. So Cyclones not nervous just yet, but certainly uneasy.
Oh yeah. Not as comfortable with it. 6-0 start.
Austin Whitehouse swings through that one, 2-2 count. No pitch on the gun, 61, so that's unfortunate. Just outside, full count. Outside, so another walk for this Mojo team. They're creeping right back in this.
You know, the Cyclones to me really do feel like the Cincinnati Bengals of the AWA, where you have this just prolific offense, but struggled a bit on defense. You know, both black and orange. I think it works.
Yeah, completely agree. Makes for some exciting games. No lead is safe, 1-1. Just high, 2-1. And I mean, to be fair, this Mojo team, they're taking their pitches here, as they should, but that ball will walk Dominic DeMiro on 5 pitches, so just like that, the potential tying run steps to the plate in the form of Houston Schmutz. And we're seeing quite a difference from game 2. Some solid pitching. Both pitchers here in game 3 having a little bit of difficulty.
And still no outs. Kind of like something the Mojo's going to want to capitalize on here.
2-0. 3-0. Houston Schmutz taken all the way right there. 3-1 count. And that's low, so base is now juiced, and the go-ahead run, the form of Alex Hatch, steps in. His last at-bat had that 3-run home run. And certainly that 6-run first inning for the Cyclones doesn't seem like enough. First pitch strike.
Well, as we said just a minute ago,
no pitch right there, remains 0-2. Nails him there, 1-2. That ball is destroyed, and the Mojo have stormed back. 7-6 the score, and just like that, the Cyclones can't get out of the inning without a single out, and they are ahead 7-6. We'll be back shortly with number 2.
And here we go now with inning number 2. It'll be grounded out towards Alex Hatch, who makes the throw to first in time. And that was a pretty impressive play there over at second from the lefty. Or almost at shortstop, if you will.
We'll see. That was a dart for the out.
Wow.
Ball goes foul. Another strike right there. 0-2. And that ball is popped up and caught for the out. Austin Whitehouse turning it around here in game number 3, inning number 2 after that 6-run first.
Much different turn of events here in this inning so far.
Lou swings through. First pitch strike, 0-1.
I may have just jinxed it there, but
another nice pitch, 0-2.
Never mind.
Got him swinging, and that's a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the second. Mojo, all of a sudden, in the driver's seat.
There's a bank out there, isn't there?
Yeah, it's called AWA.
So here we go. Austin Whitehouse will lead it off. Max Melendez desperately trying to figure it out here in inning 2. His team needs him. 2-0. There is no thought to take him out of the game. Just hoping they can keep it. A 1-run differential. That's a nice pitch right there. Evens the count 2-2. 63 on the gun, so it'll remain 2-2. That ball's in play over to Salou. He'll make the play. And there's the first out recorded by this Cyclones defense. That's got to feel good.
Yeah, pretty routine play there. I mean, he quite literally fielded it while standing on first, but
as you saw from that first inning, outs are hard to come by.
Oh yeah, you can't take anyone for granted.
Now Dominic DeMuro will step in. He's walked in his previous 2 plate appearances. Looks at 2 balls. Max Melendez 38 pitches already, 26 balls, 12 strikes. 40th pitch coming up, 3-0. There's a strike right there, 3-1. That ball's in play over to St. Phillips, knocks it down, throws over to first, and he'll beat it out. It's bang bang if Salou was able to field that cleanly over at first, but the bobble secures him a spot.
Looked like Zane Phillips may have, yeah, he bobbled it a little bit as well. I mean, all things considered, the fact that it got over there that quickly was pretty impressive, but nonetheless, it'll be a single for the Mojo.
Say the good thing here for Max Melendez in the Cyclones is he's getting balls in play, at least giving him a chance to get an out. As that's a low ball, ball 1. Strike right there, 1-1. Swinging over the top of that one, 1-2. Got him swinging, strike 3, and that's the second out. A huge out right there. And now the guy who's got all the RBIs, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs here in game 3. Max Melendez will have to pitch to him. Looks at ball 1. Does not go. 2-0. 3-0. All things considered, a walk would be a win. That looked a little quick.
Looks a little faster than 63.
61. 3-0 remains the count.
Man.
Interesting move there.
There was that one, 82.
Getting a little testy out there on the mound. If we got a ump out here, that'd be a warning.
Where has our ump been?
Who knows? Austin Whitehouse will now step in. Had that 3-run home run in game 2 to help clinch that series win as he swings at a first pitch strike. Just misses inside. 1-1. Misses low. 2-1. 3-1 count to Austin Whitehouse. Nice pitch right there. Would have been a strike regardless. Full count. Got him swinging. That's a huge strikeout right there to keep the Mojo and the Cyclones within 1 run. But the Cyclones need 1 run in the top of the 3rd to keep their playoff hopes alive.
All right, fellas.
So Jackson Carr will be the first man to the plate here in the top of the 3rd. That ball's in play in no man's land. Dominic DeMiro can't come up with it. And Jackson Carr will start this rally. He's had 3 of those hits here in game number 3. Like 3 nicely placed balls. And now Zane Phillips steps in. Looks at ball 1.
Yeah, Jackson Carr's a pretty good oppo field hitter.
That ball's in play over to Dominic DeMiro. Tries to go over to second. Call on the field is safe. We'll take a look at the replay. Looks like he got his foot in there.
Jackson always safe.
Like that, Austin Whitehouse is moving out of the way there.
What's it look like, Don?
Call confirmed. Safe on the play. So just like that. Tying run in scoring position. That ball's off the foot of Austin Whitehouse. Look over to first and no one's there. That is a tough play right there. And just like that, the bases are juiced. Don't know why Houston Schmutz was shading over to second base there.
Yeah, that was what I was going to say.
Baseman for a reason.
Kind of an interesting decision there, but yeah, now you find yourselves in a bases loaded situation.
Oh, Max Melendez with a chance to make up for that 7-run inning. Swings through that one. 2-1 count. The base is loaded here in the top of the 3rd. Hits him there. Does not go. Will be 3-1. Fouls that one off. So full count. Still with no outs here in the top of the 3rd. Throws him there. Strike 3 for a very important out number 1. Now Salou Fati will try and step in and tie this game up. A walk would tie this game up. Gets nailed right there. Ball 1.
Well, he's a quarter of the way there.
Yeah. Fouls that one off. 1-1. Strike right there. 1-2. Got him swinging, strike 3. Now it comes down to Jackson Carr. He's got 3 singles here in game number 3, and it's the last chance for this Cyclones team for a chance to play in late August, September Wiffle Ball. High and inside, ball 1. Lets that one go outside, 2-0. That ball's in play over Houston Schmutz. He'll throw over to first for the out. And just like that, the Mojo take the Cyclones out of postseason contention in an unlikely sweep. The bases were loaded, and they're able to get out of it. The Mojo take an unlikely sweep of the Cyclones, dash their hopes, and that'll do it for the Central Cyclones playoff push. That'll be all here for game 1 of 3 games this week for week 10. We'll be back tomorrow. Remember, as always, dingers are nothing.
Stop.